Traveling to the south. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective. The objective is
Justice reigns from above!
This will only hurt for a minute.
Ice wall coming up! Engaging.
Огонь по готовности!
Justice reigns from above!
公主，
不洗澡。
Score 1-0. Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective. Play of the game.
I am so sorry. I was muted this whole time. Okay, sorry about that. So, looks like you just missed the whole commentation from this first part, from this first map, but that's okay. So, it looks like that Florida Failure is clearly dominating this first map against MR. MR quite struggling and not managing to stay together, not the pressure they're going through because of that Pharah. And we can just see them struggling throughout this whole first map. Now we're gonna be going to a second map here, which is gonna be Blizzard World. Let's just put that again. I'm so sorry. I just muted my mic and I forgot to put it back. You know, let's put it winter for a little bit more of let's see. I don't think that's players. Ladies and gentlemen, and let's go from map 2 of stage 2, week 4, Florida Failures against MR. Again, it's 1-0 for Florida Failures right now, and I just can't wait to see what's going to happen here on this hybrid map. Looks like that Florida Failures again. Oh, I paused it by accident. Looks like they're going to be dominating that first map on Busan with let's see, yeah, Winix on the Pharah, putting damage, putting pressure there on MR, and they're not quite managing to deal with that. They switched to the Ashe, didn't quite work out. Looks like they're gonna be trying some different things, I think, at least I hope. And let's see how this is gonna play out. Looks like it's gonna be Florida Failures on the defense first. Looks like they're gonna be running the Ryan Zarya with the Mercy Ana, and 2 sniper DPS here with the Hanzo and Ashe. Now let's see. Looks like MR there is going to be using a Ryan Zarya with the Echo, the Ashe, and Lucio Ana. Again, the Lucio there, very important for the aggressiveness, especially with the Ryan Zarya, which actually does turn into a Ryan Ball. Let's see, it's gonna work out for them. I really hope it does. I hope this is an exciting match here for you guys.
5, 4,
Let's see.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
And it's a go for the second map of today, and I keep pausing. God. Okay. No. Okay, for the second map of today, let's see. So what's gonna happen? Looks like that Florida Failures are quite spread out, but I think it's gonna work to their advantage here. Hammond not gonna be quite managing to get the most out of his slam there, but looks like that MR is gonna be pushing in quite aggressively. Looks like they're gonna be Reaper and Hammond. They're gonna be pushing up on the high ground, and looks like the 2 snipers are gonna be backing up. Looks like the whole team of MRs there is gonna be pushing on the back, on the high ground. Looks like they're gonna be trying to rotate under and behind them. Let's see. No, they're not. Looks like they're going to be going free for it. Looks like that MR gets the first early pick there on the Ashe. On Winix gets... And I don't think they're going to be able to stop them. They're going to be just rolling through, except that they managed to get a pick now. But that would be very doubtful. Looks like, yep, Butterball just getting the picks there that they need to push up, get on point, and looks like they're going to... Yep. Looks like it's going to be a first point there for MR. Looks like Winix realized that maybe the Pharah was a better option. Looks like they're going to be switching there. So MR very aggressive, looking very strong at the moment.
Stop the payload.
For the Failures, maybe not quite managing to deal with the pressure there from MR that they're going to be putting on them. Especially with that Reaper in the background with quite a lot of damage, especially if he starts playing with the tanks. But looks like they're going to be going back on their, sorry, I thought, okay. Looks like there's going to be a nano there from MR, they're going to be pushing in. Looks like the Ryan there is going to be anti there, he won't be able to get healed. And they're going to, for the Failure is going to be nanoing their own Ryan. And looks like that for the Failure is going to be, I guess, capturing the point, you could say.
Engel ist da.
Looks like MR finally starting to lose their momentum. Looks like going to be a huge shadow there for MR. They're going to be pushing in. They're going to be charging the Rhine. Doesn't quite manage to get the pick. Oh, but with the huge 4K Blossom there. And that's going to be a team kill there for MR. Very huge plays. Looks like OGC is going to be switching there on to the Ashe. Again, very huge Blossom there from MR. Looks like Brolyface finally managed to group up. They're going to be pushing in together once again. Looks like MR putting a lot of pressure on Gibby. Gibby anti-ed very low, and he managed to get he gets picked off very early into the fight. Looks like they're going to be taking this second point here without a real struggle. Florida Failures finally. Very big mistake. They're right next to spawn. I don't think it would be worth it to be using ults. And looks like they're going to be using a shatter. Looks like it'll be a shatter from both sides here. Let's see if it's going to help anything. No, Bot just gets the kill onto tactical on the both tanks of Florida Failures. Looks like it's not going to be worth any much. Looks like they just lost a shatter. Oh, this is going to be keeping it alive. There's going to be a little stagger there for Florida. MR looking very strong. I said that they lost their momentum, but not at all. They are rolling right now. Just like that, Hammond is going to be going in the background, trying to maybe get a pick on one of the healers. And looks like Chilino gets an early pick on Milk. Oh, it's just going to be huge there for MR. They're going to be getting the picks they need. Might quite probably be getting this third point without a real struggle, with still 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Let's see. Yep. And that is what's gonna happen. My god, what a disappointing display there from Florida Failures. Let's see if they're gonna be better on the attacking side of this. Well, Florida Failures was looking very strong on the first map of Busan, which they won, by the way, 1-0 right now for Florida. But MR is starting to get back on track. They're a very amazing performance now, managing to get the first point without any real struggle, and just managing to go through the rest. I think it's really that Lucio that gives them that aggressiveness that they need. And looks like they're gonna be using that Lucio again. Yes, they are. Looks like they're gonna be running a Rhine Zarya with the Lucio Ana, the Ashe, and a Reaper there for the defense there, MR. Now it's not definitive, but Florida Failures here is gonna be using, let's see, a Rhine Zarya Jew with the Lucio again. Both teams using Lucio. Actually, Florida Failures haven't been using the Lucio yet, so this is gonna be its first appearance. Again, Lucio very important for that aggressiveness, especially with a Rhine Zarya comp. And they're going to be using a Mei, McCree, and finally a Moira there for the main heals. And looks like it's going to be a go, ladies and gents, for the second round of the second map here. A lot of poking damage here from both teams. Let's see if they're going to be able to get an early pick there. Looks like... Oh, it's just going to be the Reaper here, pushing in from behind. It's going to be able to just put so much damage in. And it's like MR is just going to be pushing in with no real problem, no real struggle. Now, Florida here is not looking very consistent because they're dominating there on Busan, getting both rounds quite quickly. And now they're just struggling. They're not playing very consistently. Looks like MR is going to be backing up on point. Looks like the ball there, trying to get some poke damage in, maybe go for a slam. But it's going to be quite difficult with that Mei. Looks like that bot's going to get an early pick there on Gibby and on Winnings. Looks like MR is just going to be pushing in with no real struggle. My god. MR just rolling through. Looks like they didn't lose that momentum from last round either.
Nothing's gonna stop. It's quiet time.
Okay, looks like that Florida Philly is going to be coming in again for another fight. Let's see if they're going to be able to get a pick this time before MR. Looks like going to be coalescence there from Florida Phillies, and this is going to be Earth Shatter there from MR, managing to get a pick. No, they did. It's going to be exchange of picks. It's going to be huge for MR. They used 3 ults, but it was worth it. They managed to keep Florida Phillies away, who managed to get the early pick there on the Ana. But that's not going to be enough. MR clearly dominating this map, contrary to Busan. I just don't know what to think right now. This is quite a performance. Let's see. For the Philly is going to be coming in again. Looks like going to be using a high noon quite early there in the fight. Looks like Winix. It's not going to be worth more. Are they going to get a tick? No, they're not. Looks like going to be pushing in now onto point. Let's see who gets the first pick of this fight. Looks like they're going to get an early pick there on the main tank of MR and on Bossy there, the Lucio. And it looks like it's going to be a point there for the Fillers. Yep, they're just going to be killing that Hammond, and I think it's going to be a go. Looks like they're going to be getting that first point with a lot of struggle. Not quite managing to deal with the pressure that MR is going to be putting on them.
60 seconds.
My god. I feel this is going to be an exciting match here between these two. MR going back onto the Hammond now. I'm not sure what's going to happen now. Florida Fair has been struggling, but now that they got this point, are they going to be able to keep that up? Are they going to be able to kill off or get the first pick there on the fight? So it looks like they are. Looks like they're going to get an early pick there on the Hammond of MR. Looks like they're going to be pushing up. Getting a kill on bot there. And that might be it. Okay, I'm just looks like they're gonna be getting a second point there with no real struggle, or are they? Because they're gonna be using a Hamindle there from a B and a Hamindle from MR there, trying to contest point as much as possible. Are they gonna be able to keep them off it? Yes, they are. Looks like they're gonna get an early pick there on Gibby. And I think they're just going to be killing them from there. Very big there from MR. Just at the last moment too. Just 1.8 meters left. Not doing as well as they were doing in attack. But let's see if this could all switch in a matter of seconds. Looks like Florida Fair is going to be going up from on top. Looks like the Hammond, they're putting a lot of pressure on them, getting some damage and maybe trying to get that the mines again. I'm going to push him. Let's see. This is going to be a Florida Fair is getting the picks very quite easily with that EMP and the coalescence going in, and they're going to be getting that second point quite easily there with only 2 ults, I think. Let's see, they still have 4 ults to use. That's quite impressive right there. Looks like they're going to be going in for some poke damage. Let's hope it doesn't get picked off, though. That would be very problematic. But no, looks like... No, I really think that the main tank there should be going up and making some space instead of staying on point, but that's going to be okay. They're going to be fine confronting themselves. Looks like MR is going to push him. Herb Shatter from both sides of the team, but looks like Gib is going to be able to get the picks. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's happening. Looks like both teams are having a bunch of exchange of picks. Looks like Florida the Phillies might have the advantage here. The Reaper inside that little room. Probably going to get picked up by the Zarya. It's going to be mines there from MR. They're going to be able to follow up on that. Looks like it's going to be a beat there from Florida Phillies. They're going to be pushing up. OGC gets a pick on Bossy. I I don't know, looks like they're just gonna be struggling a little bit, going one by one into the fight. There's gonna be a Zarya ult there from Florida Failures trying to get shoe picks, and they didn't get those shoe picks. And they're just gonna be pushing up.
Get into position.
The payload is approaching its destination.
And it looks like that Florida Failures there is probably gonna be getting this point. I mean, we never know. Looks like that MR is gonna be trying to contest there with the Molten Core. Gibby gets a pick. Oh, OGC with a huge EMP. Are they gonna be able to get the picks they need though with that? I don't think so. Looks like that Florida Failures is gonna be pushing back. Oh god. Florida Failures with the EMP there before OGC died. Didn't quite manage to push up on it, unfortunately. And looks like it's gonna be 40 seconds left on the clock. Note what's gonna happen during this time. You're gonna have one last push here, and then it will just be a struggle to stay on card. So got a Gibby is gonna get an early pick there on the main tank of MR. Looks like they're gonna be pushing up. Looks like gonna be mines on point though. Let's really see. It's gonna get a kill there on Sword. The Lucio of Florida Failures. Looks like it's gonna be Earth Shadow from Florida. They're gonna be able to get the picks. Yes, they are. Looks like they're gonna be able to get. They're probably gonna be able to get this point quite easily now. Looks like the main tank is coming in quite late into the fight after he got picked. And looks like they're gonna be on overtime there. Florida Failures second round. It's 1-0 currently for Florida Failures, and I don't know what to say, man. They got into MR managed to get them to overtime. Well, they still have 3 minutes and 49 seconds left on the clock.
Initiating match.
Now, I really don't know what's gonna happen here. MR was looking very good, and they still are actually getting to that to overtime. Is quite impressive. Florida Failures again. The predictions of this tier 2 match said that they wouldn't. That Florida Failures is gonna win, but MR is probably proving them wrong right now.
Ready for battle.
Florida on the defense looks like it's gonna be a 1 tick right now. Let's see. So Florida with the double shield there with their Risa Sigma, with the Baptiste, and the Mercy with the Ashe, who's probably gonna be boosted, and OGC on that Torb. Now, with 3 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock, I think getting 1 tick will be quite easy for them. As I think that's gonna happen. I think it's 1 tick.
5,
Let's see.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers
And yes, it is. Looks like this is gonna be a 3rd round right now. Let's see what's gonna happen. Florida Failures against MR. Florida Failures currently with 1-0 against MR, who they were looking very strong at Busan, but now struggling. Very much struggling here in Blizzard World. It's like that MR is only needing 1 tick. It's going to be a huge anti-nade there from the NR. They're going to be pushing up on it. No, they're not. They're just staying there. I think this is just be playing aggressive right now. There's going to be a little a bomb there. Looks like they're going to get a pick there on Bossy quite quickly. It's going to be a 5v5 right now. Looks like that MR is going to be pushing in alone with the main tank, but no, they're going to be pushing in all together now. Both tanks in there alone, and they get picked quite easily. Looks like they're probably going to be waiting for a regroup. You know, they should probably back up right now, because they're just going to be getting picked one by one, and they're going to be waiting for each other for quite some time, so I don't know if that's going to be very good for them. Well, there you go. Now they're going to be starting to group up. Maybe they're looking a little bit too confident there just because they had 1 tick, but we never know. They could probably lose this. Looks like Zarya, they're going to be pushing in alone, getting quite low, I believe. Now they're going to be pushing up. Looks like going to be a window there. And some Molten Core from the Failures. But looks like I don't know what the main tank from MR was thinking there, charging in by himself. He gets picked quite quickly. Now they still have 2 minutes. Now if they don't leave this to the last second, I don't know, but looks like for the Failures managed to keep the defense. It looks like it's gonna be a draw probably if they keep this up. If only we could always play like if it were on overtime. He's gonna be throwing in a Bob there. Bob from both sides. Graviton Plus getting most of the team of MR, but that's not gonna be enough. Looks like it's gonna also be a Tag Visor. OGC again getting the picks there. Bot getting the pick on Winnix, but that doesn't really matter. They're gonna manage to get the res. Now MR is struggling right now. A little staggered there on Butterball on the Ashe. Now I don't know. For the Failures looking like they won't want to lose this one. Now if this is a draw, it's gonna be very surprising. Looks like MR now is just waiting for the right moment. Looks like gonna be rotating behind them.
30 seconds.
Looks like they're gonna be going on the high ground now. Look, they're gonna be going down. It's gonna be they're gonna be using every one of their ults. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. Looks like they're gonna be getting 4 picks out of that 5. It's gonna be a team kill. It's a draw.
10 seconds.
It's gonna be a draw. I actually have never seen this before. My god. Amazing performance there by For the Failure on the defense with 1 tick left. This is unbelievable.
Play of the game.
Looks like it's gonna be a play of the game there by Bot. Very well deserved with the quadruple blossom there. Very huge plays. It looks like it's gonna be a draw. That means it's gonna be still 1-0 for Florida right now. Let's see. I'm just gonna make sure with both captains that they're ready. So looks like we're gonna be going on a third map here. We're on Temple of Anubis for our first 2 CP of the day. So in 1-0 right now for the Failures, and looks like it was a draw. I was very surprised with that draw. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, where is it? Where is Temple of Anubis for this third map of the day? Just gonna make sure with both captains. Yep, looks like that they are ready, and we're gonna be going in for the third match of today. Now for the Failures, we're looking very strong there on the first map on Busan, getting both rounds very quickly, but then completely losing it into Blizzard World.
Initiating match.
But that's not the end of it. MR, they did an amazing first round, and on the second round they managed to get for the Failures overtime, and they still had 3 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock. And For the Failure had to defend 1 tick for 3 minutes and 49 seconds. That is very impressive because they managed to get the draw there at the end. Again, very inconsistent for Florida, and very consistent for MR too. Let's see what this third map of today is going to be holding for us.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
Now it's still 1-0 because of that. Let's see what the teams are gonna be showing us. I just don't have any words for what happened right there. Is this let's just see what's gonna happen on this third map on Temple of Anubis. 1-0 for Florida Failures, and looks like it's gonna be a go right now. Florida's gonna be pushing up with the Lucio again for that aggressiveness. Are they gonna be trying to go through? Oh, Winnick's getting picked on very quickly. That's gonna be huge there for MR. They're gonna be able to push in. He's gonna manage to get the res on Wings though, but it looks like Sword is gonna be killed in the process of that. Oh, that's gonna be very disappointing there. Looks like MR is gonna be able to push in with no real struggle. The Widow there on the high ground, uncontested. Florida Failures were looking very strong in that last round there of Blizzard World, but not showing this now. Wow, looks like MR is going to be getting that first point with no real trouble. Again, showing that aggressiveness that they have there. Sword in for a final 10th shoot. Contest that point, not quite going to work out for him. Looks like it's going to be a go for a second point here. MR pushing in for the second point of round 1 of this Temple of Anubis, the third map of this match. MR looking quite aggressive. It looks like the main tank there is alone. We don't know where his team is. Looks Yash there trying to get some damage onto Winnings. Nearly gets a kill, but gets healed. Unfortunately, Sword getting the early pick there on Butterball. And looks like they're going to be backing up a little bit. Now it's just going to be a defense there for Florida Failures, but if they don't quite manage it, because MR is looking very aggressive right now. Like they're not gonna be losing this without a fight, but like not any fight, a very intense fight. Looks like they're gonna be pushing in now. Gonna be rotating on to the right side there of Florida. Winnick getting the early pick there on bot. It's gonna be Earth Shatter there from MR. They're gonna be able to push up on that. Yes, they are. Looks like they're gonna be using B and Coalescence, the 2 support ults for this fight. Looks like they're gonna be getting the kill on the Baptiste. Looks like it's gonna be a Mercy there trying to get the res, and manages to quite impressively. Looks like it's gonna be OGC there alone on point now. Looks like Arissa is gonna coming in too. Looks like the rest of Florida is gonna be coming in to help in this fight. It's gonna be a Graviton Flux. They're gonna get it, probably the pick onto Cholino, and yes, it does. So they don't manage to get one tick here. Too bad they used 2 support ults during that fight. And looks like now they're just gonna be waiting to charge up some more. While Florida looking quite okay for the whole side of things. My god, this is very exciting. I just know who's gonna win this. Both teams looking very strong right now. And I just can't decide who's the better team at this point. But at the moment, MR is looking very strong and playing aggressively. What they need to kind of put Florida there under pressure. Looks like they're gonna be pushing in there for the second. Well, looks like gonna be a window there from Florida, trying to manage to get them away. Winnick setting a kill on Butterball again. OGC getting a kill on the other DPS. Looks like it's gonna be a 4v6 there. So it's gonna be probably a stagger there. Yep. Now if the Moira dies, that's gonna... Winnick didn't quite see that. That's okay. It's gonna be backing up now on point. Now if Florida is playing passively, I think MR should be playing quite aggressive to counter that. He's gonna be throwing in a bomb. Winnick's from behind. Is he gonna get picked? Not quite. Mercy there from yep, quite low, and looks like that. I just missed the whole big fight. Looks like MR managed to use a lot of their ults there and managed to get the point, managed to get the first tick and nearly the second tick. Looks like they're going to be using more ults there to make sure that they keep that point. When it's coming in from behind, trying to get some pressure there onto MR, not going to quite manage. It looks like going to be Lucio there trying to defend, not going to quite manage you either. That's just going to be a struggle right now. A very big struggle for Florida to get on point. And it's not going to work out. Winix was nearly there. That's really too bad. It looks like MR is going to be getting this first round of the third map. Again, 1-0 for Florida. Failures there. Who had a draw there on the second map of Blizzard World? Again, this is the third map, Temple of Anubis. First round here was for MR on the attack, getting 2 points in quite a okay time. Now let's see what's going to happen here on the second round of Temple of Anubis. Now both teams are, I feel like MR is playing very consistently now, but before they had quite a, I can't believe I'm saying this, but an excuse of a map there, excuse of a match, losing quite terribly to Florida. But then impressively on Blizzard World they managed to get 3 minutes and 49 seconds on the attack and got Florida to overtime, but then they just lost they lost the third round where they only had to get 1 tick. And they had 3 minutes and 49 seconds for that, and I think that was a very disappointing display, not really what they wanted to see. But let's see if they're going to be able to keep that up. Looks like that MR there again is going to be going on the defense against Florida. Further again with Winix on the Pharah, which has been looking very strong throughout the matches. Let's see what's going to happen. Looks like going to be rotating there onto the right of MR. MR, there's going to be looking quite passive here, not going to be trying to peek too much. Are going to be able to get some damage in. Yes, they are. Looks like they're going to be backing up a little bit, waiting for everybody to come in, and looks like it's going to be a go for the team fight. Looks like the Hammond there from MR going to get picked quite early into the fight, but Bunk getting a kill on OGC there. And Butterball on Winix. There's going to be a res there on 2 Winix, but I don't think it's going to be worth much. They're probably just going to be staggered. They should probably just die. Oh, man, maybe not. They're managing to stay alive, getting a pick on Bossy there. I just don't know. Looks like that Florida's taking this time to push in as MR is scattered. Winix staying alive during the both team fights. Looks like they're going to be pushing. Looks like going to be Earth Shatter there from MR that will quite miss. Looks like going to be nanoing the main tank there from Florida, and they're going to manage to get the job done. Winix maybe quite carrying that match, not the match, the team fight there. Staying alive and managed to get some cheeky little picks. Looks like they're probably going to be snowballing. This is going to be a 5v6. No, it's not, because instant respawn. Looks like they're going to be pushing in anyways. Looks like going to be a trap there. Yeah, this might be a lost fight there for Florida. They're just going to be using ult to right off the bat to make sure that nobody can touch that point. That's too bad. Looks like that MR is going to be keeping this point for the moment. Okay, looks like that the Florida is going to be starting to go pushing through the mid right now. Looks like that MR is going to be also trying to defend as their most like Butterball looking quite aggressive there. But I don't think it's going to matter much. Looks like Hammond there trying to get some little damage, trying to maybe get his mines back up because it's quite low. Looks like there's going to be a lot of ults there from Florida. An Earth Shatter too. I just don't know. Looks like Florida is going to maybe quite... I don't know who's gonna be winning this, but it looks like Florida's gonna be winning this fight. I don't know, it's just that it looks like MR is gonna be struggling now to stay on point. It looks like the other half of the team is gonna be pushing in now. Looks like they're gonna be putting in the Lucio there for the contest. Let's see if he's gonna be able to do quite his job there. Earth Shadow there from MR, didn't quite understand it, but that's gonna be okay. Looks like the rest of the team of Florida is also gonna be pushing him. It's gonna that Cholino. Oh, looks like they only got one tick after all of that. Too bad MR handling the pressure, making sure that they don't get that point. It's just very impressive from both teams, the way that they're playing right now. It looks like MR is, for the moment, looking very confident, but still 3 minutes on the attack, so they'll be quite struggling. Let's see. Looks like Florida is going to be pushing in for another team fight here. Looks going to be early ults there from both only from MR right now. Again, managed to keep that point in check, not letting them get on it. But that might bite them in the butt after that, because looks like they don't have many ults again, but Cholino getting picked very early there. They might be able to snowball that and push back on that, but let's see if it's gonna work. They're gonna start playing very passively, and that's gonna be the cue for Florida to play aggressive. Looks like they're gonna be pushing up slowly but surely. Look at that. There's gonna be another team fight here. Looks like they're gonna be sleeping Cholino off the bat. Looks like he's gonna get anti. Oh, it's gonna be a huge grab there. Winix getting 3 picks off the bat. Looks like they're gonna be resing Winix with no real struggle. And I want to say that might be a round there for Florida. Yep. Now, very similar times there for both teams. I can't wait to see how this is gonna play out. Normally it's all down to the third round if this second team, if MR doesn't manage to have a quite impressive performance, I would say it looks like it's gonna be Florida's map probably. But we never know. Again, 2 similar times, both teams playing hopefully at their best, and I just can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Looks like again, ladies and gents, it's 1-0 for Florida Mayhem after a very good map on Busan, and then it was a draw on Blizzard World. Now I just can't wait to see what both teams are gonna be showing us today on this third map on Temple of Anubis. 2-2 for third round right now. Looks like Florida here going to be using the double shield with the Ryan and Orisa. They're going to be using a Torb 2 with the Ana and the Mercy. With, of course, the classic Pharah. Winix on the Pharah have been looking very strong. And now it's going to be a go for the third round of today. Third map. Let's see. Looks like it's going to be Hammond there going in for a slam, charging his ult quite immensely there, 30% already. Let's see, it looks like Ryan there is going to be trying to peek a little bit. It looks like the team is separated a little bit. MR not playing together, but that doesn't matter. Looks like they're going to get an early pick there on Winix. Are they going to be able to get the res? Yes, they are. Let's see if it's going to be okay for them. Oh no, Winix just gets picked again. Are they going to push up on that? Yes, they are. I don't know. Looks like it's going to be a 3v4 there. Oh, looks like they're going to manage to get one tick there. Florida struggling a little bit, not quite managing to do anything about that. Looks like it's going to be a first point for MR. That's going to be a go for a second map now with only 40 seconds on the clock. It's going to be the last team fight probably. of this round. Let's see what's gonna happen. That looks like Florida's gonna be looking quite passive. Looks like the main tank, they're looking alone a little bit, just waiting for the team. They're gonna be going on the right side of Florida. Looks like they're gonna be using mines quite early into the fight. They're gonna manage to get a pick on both the healers quite quickly. Now this is gonna be their time to play aggressive. Looks like they're gonna get a pick also on the Orisa and on the DPS. That's gonna be huge for MR if they manage to get both points. But it looks like that might be possible. If they don't play dumb, they might be able to get both of the maps. But it looks like that Florida now is going to be struggling to get on point. Looks like going to be an Earth Shatter there from Florida, trying to get some picks. Are they going to quite manage to? No, they're not. Looks like it's going to be a huge shatter there from MR, getting a pick on the Doomfist there on OGC and on Gaby Wills right after that. This might be a map here. Now, MR looking very strong. Just getting the picks they need to get in there and get the fight done to their advantage. OGC going in for a little final contest there. Are they gonna quite manage to? Now they're just gonna be playing the contest game, which is gonna be a mines there from from MR. See if they can just get them off point. It's gonna be a lot of ults being used right now. Florida is struggling to stay on point. Looks like MR is gonna probably get this one. Looks like Lucio, they're still contesting after that much time. It's quite impressive there. But is it gonna be enough? When he's gonna get it picked off, just like Bossy. Lucio still alive to contest. That might change very quickly with that soldier coming in. If he doesn't get picked off by the Hammond. Let's see. Lucio's still alive. That's quite good. Looks like Florida Mayhem might be getting this one. So close to getting a second tick there. But it looks like they're not giving up. Of course, this is overtime right now. Anything can happen. MR looking like they're I don't know, man. Looks like the team is coming back slowly but surely. Gonna be a mines there from Florida, but looks like the rest of the team of MR is gonna keep coming back. So gonna be exchange of picks again on OGC and on bot. I just don't know, man, what's happening. But it looks like Florida has probably got the advantage right now. Lucio trying his best to contest, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. No, it's not. Quite intense there on the overtime, but looks like that Florida manages to keep them off the point. But still, that is quite okay. 60% there on the point. Nearly got that second tick. But let's see if that's gonna be enough to keep Florida away from that victory. Again, it's 1-0 for Florida right now, that they got the win on Busan. And then they managed to get a draw, though, on Blizzard World. So it's going to be 1-0 with a draw.
Ready for battle.
Let's see, it looks like it's going to be MR this time on the defense. Like, looks like they're going to be going with a Ryan Ball with a Baptiste on the healing, of course, the Far Mercy, and Ba on the Soldier.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Looks like that Florida here might be running the Ryan Zarya. Very close match today, boys, so just stay tuned. Let's see if anything's gonna be happening right now. I just can't wait to see what these teams can offer here, because this might be the deal breaker.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Let's see, looks like it's gonna be fourth round here on Temple of Anubis, the third map of today. Let's see what they're gonna be running. Looks like they're gonna be running an Echo. They're quite new there for Florida. Mercy separated from her team, but that's gonna be okay. Looks like gonna be pushing. Looks like the Ham there is gonna try to slam, getting some extra damage. Florida's gonna be pushing quite aggressive. Looks like they can get an early pick on OGC and on Milks there from MR. Butterball very strong on the fire apparently. And just keeping that point in check too. Let's see if the McCree's gonna be able to get away. I don't think so, and it's gonna be a little
60 seconds remaining.
stagger. Now let's see what's gonna happen. Looks like we're only having 50 seconds on the clock now. And I just bit my tongue. Ow. 40 seconds now on the clock. All they're going to do is going to be maybe the last team fight of this round and of this map. Let's see how MR is going to be handling this. Looks like Butterball seems to get some extra damage. There's going to be a window there. Looks like Butterball is going to get picked quite quickly into the fight. But he's going to get res. Looks like it's still going to be an equal fight right now. But MR getting the picks they need to get everything done. It's going to be an Earth Shatter there. Probably the Reinhardt under pressure, but I don't think it's going to matter much. Maybe it does because he got the pick on Chileno. Are they going to be able to follow up on that? I don't think so. That Gibby is going to get picked there. And I think it's only going to be Mercy, Ball, and the bar there for the contest. Looks like that Florida's going to be struggling to come. I don't know, looks like I don't know who's winning right now. Looks like Florida is probably trying to keep them off point. Now it's gonna be the roll spin to win tactic here from MR. An echo ult there from OGC, but that's gonna matter much. No, it's not. Looks like the Mercy going for the rest. It doesn't quite matter because she gets picked off quite very easily. This is going to be only the 2 tanks there for the contest. There's going to be mines there from MR, but I don't think it's going to matter much. It's going to be a struggle for them to keep that point. Now, looks like 30 seconds probably on the clock there for 30 seconds there on the clock for the Pharaohs. You get 1 tick and let's say 90% of the second tick. 60% of the point. Are they going to be able to do something? They're going to be putting up an coalescence rate quite very quickly. It's going to be attack visor plus the window. Is it going to quite work? Looks like Winning's going to be trying to get some picks there with its old. It managed to get bombed, but I don't think it's going to be worth anything. A lot of an exchange of ults there. I don't know what's going to be happening. Looks like that Florida might possibly get it, but we're not sure. MR might be doing the same thing as Florida that is struggling to get on point, but one by one they're going to manage to take them up. It looks like they're going to be focusing targets.
Engaged. Reinhardt.
They're going to be target focusing. It looks like it's going to be Aurora. Very shot there from MR. Not going to be quite worth much. No way. Ladies and gents, that's going to be a third map there for Florida Failures. It's going to be 2-0 for Florida. Very good map. Very huge from both teams. This is actually quite a good match. Okay, looks like that's gonna be it for this third map. Now, like we got a draw, I think we're gonna be going. I'm just gonna make sure with staff. Let's see. So again, it's gonna be a 2-0 there from for Florida. Just gonna make sure staff that if that, because I don't think this happens much. Getting a draw, that's quite rare in my experience of competitive Overwatch. Just gonna make sure with staff there. Okay, so Florida here with a 2-0. Let's see. No, not on presets. Looks like we're gonna be going on the fourth map of today, which is gonna be Rialto. Our let's see, our escort map of the day. Let's see, looks like it's gonna be a go. It's gonna make sure with the captains that they are ready. Duck. Just gonna make sure. Just gonna make sure that both captains are ready here. Waiting for the response. For the failures, missing a guy. Let's see. Okay, looks like that we're gonna be waiting for Florida failures to get ready. Sub in TV, and let's see. Okay, ladies and gents, let's get in for our fourth match of the day. Stage 2, week 4. Looks like it's gonna be 2-0 for Florida failures, but there is still a chance for MR to redeem themselves. So if Florida failures win this one, they win the match of today.
Initiating match.
I keep pressing pause by accident, sorry about that. And looks like it's gonna be a go. At least I know the pause button is working. Now it's gonna be a fourth map, looks like. So it's gonna be 2-0 right now for Florida failures. Even though it's our fourth map, the second map on Blizzard World was a draw. So let's see how that's gonna play out.
Ready for battle.
Looks like it's gonna be Florida on the defense, be going with a double sniper again. The Hanzo Ash on the DPS. Looks like it's gonna be running a Mercy Moira and then a
Attackers incoming.
Orisa Sigma for the double shield. After that, looks like MR is gonna be going with a Lucio Zen. It's not definitive, so we'll just see what they're gonna be running. But for the moment, that looks like quite a strange comp. Let's see, not sure where they're going to be playing, but MR, I'm sure they know what they are doing.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
I don't know what they're doing right now. They're all very separate. Nobody's going on point. Looks okay, finally. They have no shield tank, while the other ones have 2 shield. Florida might be looking safe. I mean, we never know. Looks like it's gonna be going. I just don't know what's happening right now. Looks like Florida failures are looking very playing together and just playing as a team, but MR is looking very separated, quite literally struggling, I would say. Not what I expected to see. We're gonna get it early picked on the OGC match. Are they gonna be able to push up on that? Not quite sure. They're gonna go for the res. I don't think so. Looks like the Roadhog's gonna be flanking. They're gonna probably getting the kill on the Mercy. Not quite, but the Mercy is very low. They managed to get healed, and looks like they're gonna be pushing in. Looks like excuse me from what I said before, it looks like that MR had the right idea all along. MR looking very strong right now. I actually wasn't expecting that. They were looking a little bit scattered around the place, but now it looks like this comp has bared its fruit. Butterball getting picked there very quickly. Sword there with 2 picks off the bat. Are they going to be able to push on by that? Yes, they are. They're going to be getting killed on Chileno, who was using his Hoggled. Now that's going to be a group up there probably for MR. Okay. So again, looks like it's gonna be part of their tactic that they're all very scattered, but I think they should figure something out quickly because Florida Failures are looking very strong and very determined to see what's very determined to win right now. But looks like it's gonna be EMP there and mines from MR, and MR looks like they're gonna be getting the picks they need right now. Getting hacked, hacked out of his flux. That's gonna be very disappointing from Florida right now. My God, I just don't know what to say. This comp is very weird, but yet is working perfectly fine. Sword again getting a lot of picks very early into the fight, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be helping them much. You know, maybe the Mercy should boost him instead. But looks like they switched out the Sigma and went for the Hog this time. Let's see, it looks like it's gonna be working for the moment, but we never know. Sombra and Hammond they're behind. Again, they're just looking very scattered, and I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. Looks like Lucio there getting picked on very quickly. This is gonna be an ult there from Butterball, and it's gonna be pushing in. Looks like their technique is just charge their ults and then go in and manage to get the picks they need. But looks like that sword is. The bow DPS from Florida are getting some picks, but I don't think it's going to be enough. No, it's not. So going to be backing up. Gaby getting picked. Oh. Roadhog there. Too bad. I thought he was going to get some more picks there. That would be quite funny indeed. Well, again, looks like this comp isn't too bad right now. Looks like instead of the Hog, they switch to the D.Va. Quite an interesting move by them, I would say. But hey, we've been only seeing interesting things from them so far, so let's see if this is going to be able to work out. Looks like it's going to be Coalescence and a Bongo there from Florida. Are they going to be able to keep MR away from that point? I think they are. MR that's looking very separated. I mean, it's again. I say this again, and they managed to like get back, but I think that this might be problematic at some point, and I think it will stop working. It's just not what I expected from this team right now. Looks like they're going to be going in one by one. D.Va's going to be trying to get some picks. He managed to get the pick on Sword very early. Gibby gets a pick though on the Orisa, and I don't think that's going to... Florida looking very strong at the moment, even though MR is not playing at their best, at least not what they could have been playing. For the Mayhem looking like they're going to be probably getting I don't think that MR is going to be able to get it to the last point. Overtime at the point that they are isn't very good. Looks like they're going to get a pick on OGC very quickly. There looks like they're pushing with the beat. And Bombs, looks like that sword is going to get the pick on Bossy there with the dragon. There's going to be a Diva Bomb there from MR. Are they going to be able to get a pick on that? No, they're not. Looks like that. I just don't know what's going on. Looks like that Florida is coming back. Are they going to be able to get MR off that point? Looks like they quite are going to manage to. Looks like that the DPS are getting the picks they need to kill MR off. Looks going to be another mind there from MR, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Looks like, yep, that's probably going to be the map. Not the map, the first round here from for Florida.
Score 0-1.
Florida looking very good right now, playing the defense as they are supposed to.
Initiating match.
Too bad Winix isn't here to see this. Sorry, I paused again. Looks like they aren't gonna be here to see this. This probably a victory, except if MR this out of nowhere becomes the most godly team. But let's see what's gonna happen. So again, it's 2-0 right now for Florida, and I think this might be a win for them. Looks like they're gonna be going for a dive comp for that first point, and let's see.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
So looks like MR is going to be using the Reinzarter with a Zen Moira composition on the heels. I haven't seen that much before. Looks like going to be going also with the Soldier and the Pharah. No mercy for that Pharah. That's maybe going to be problematic, but let's see what MR is thinking. They might not be playing at their best, you know, a little bit lost confidence because it is 2-0 for them. And this is the last map if they don't play, if they don't win. But looks like that Florida's gonna be using a dive comp here. Nearly getting pushed off at the beginning, but that's not gonna quite matter. Looks like the Soldier there is gonna be on top. Is he gonna be pressured by the Diva? No, he's not. Looks like the Rein there is gonna be pushing in with the Zarya. Looks like they're gonna be a little separated there from the team. Oh, but looks like Bossy is gonna get an early pick there on Mash, but that's not gonna. Looks. I don't know. MR is just pulling out some things I've never seen before. Is it gonna manage to get the picks there on Florida? It's gonna be a team kill there. Team kill for MR. MR again looking very strong. You know, very questionable tactics on that first round of Rialto, but maybe they pulled everything together. Looks like Florida switched to a normal comp right now with the Rein Zarya with the Hanzo there on top, trying to put some pressure on MR. Is it going to be able to help a little bit? I don't think so. It's going to be huge shatter there and coalescence for MR. They're just going to be able to keep that payload under check. Another team kill. My god, MR just playing the game they are supposed to. Looks like for their Mayhem's gonna be pushing in again. It looks like looks like they're gonna be pushing up. But it looks like both main tanks a little bit under pressure there. Looks like Florida's gonna be getting ulted by the Zarya. I think they can follow up on that. Yes, they are. They're gonna be able to get sword right off the bat. Very huge shatter there from Chilino. Hope I said that right. I think I did.
This is my will.
Again, questionable tactics on the first round, but looks like that the second round is looking quite good for them. Looks like they switched to Echo there on Florida side. Is that gonna help? It's gonna be coalescing for both sides. It's gonna be an exchange of ults. But it looks like MR gets the kills they need. My god, this is... Ooh, but Butterball getting picked there. It's going to be a little stagger, but that's going to be okay. Looks like both teams are going to be grouping up at this point. Echo on top, maybe trying to group up with the team. I don't think so, because Florida got the advantage of spawn here, so they might be pushing in quite early. Echo maybe going for the flank. There's going to be a huge Earth Shatter there from Florida, but I don't think it's going to... No, an Earth Shatter there from Chileno, but I don't think it's going to be enough for them to do anything about it. Now, MR with a very strong defense. Let's see if they're going to be able to group up there on that last point. And let's see if they're going to be able to get this map win. Now again, if Florida managed to get this point, it's going to be a very hard defense for MR. MR is going to be pushing in. Looks like they're going to be using a grab there quite early into the fight. Looks like they're going to be getting OGC quite early there. It's going to be a 4v5 right now for MR. MR is going to looking quite aggressive right now. Getting a pick on the Mercy. Looks like they're probably going to get a pick on the Raichu. Looks like going to be a coalescence there from Florida. And a Echo ult from Florida. I don't know who's winning now, I'm going to be completely honest. But it looks like MR might have this one. MR quite possibly might have this map. Amazing performance there. Team kill from MR. MR, a amazing defense right there. My god. Very, very strong and amazing plays there. That is quite impressive. It's gonna be 2-1 for Florida still, but MR is looking very confident. So sorry there. Very nice double headshot there. Managed to keep MR in check, but that wasn't enough. Looks like that MR gets this win on Rialto. Looks like we're gonna be going on Lijiang Tower
To be expected.
for our maybe final map. You know, Rialto was probably also our final map, but we never know. Let's go Lunar New Year for a little bit more excitement. Now let's gonna make sure that both captains are ready for this again, maybe final map. We never know what could happen. Again, making sure that both captains are ready for this 5th map, I believe, of this stage 2, week 4, probably the first game. There's another game live right now. I don't know what the score is, but there's another game live if you guys want to check it out. Just making sure that both captain. I'm just gonna make sure with captains here. Looks like the captain of Florida here. I'm just gonna make sure that everything's okay with him. Just gonna make sure if we actually are gonna be playing this last map. I'm just gonna make sure with staff here. Just gonna make sure them if we can see if they're gonna be playing the 5th. Because MR might possibly be able to draw, but if the rules, if I can remind myself of the rules, normally we play 4 maps. Let's see. Making sure with the staff, because this is quite, because I'm sure that draws aren't very common here in the Point Blank League. So again, we're just gonna be making sure with staff, because 2-1 right now for Florida. I'm not sure if they possibly could play the last map. Yep. Okay, looks like that Florida. Okay. Looks like it's going to be a win there for Florida. Quite confusing end there, but that's going to be okay. That's going to be the end of stage 2, week 4, the first game here. Florida against MR, and looks like Florida is going to be getting the win with 2-1. First map on Busan, Florida was quite literally dominating, getting the 2 rounds without any major difficulty. And then on the second map, which was Blizzard World, MR was looking very strong. The attack getting 3 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock, while on defense getting Florida to overtime. And Florida quite amazingly managed to defend 1 tick for 3 minutes and 49 seconds. And that was it for Blizzard World. So that was a draw. And now they play Temple of Anubis, where Florida won again, so it was 2-0. And MR just played the last map here on Rialto, and they managed to get quite an impressive win. But looks like that isn't enough, because again, according to the rules, you can only play 4 maps, and you can only play the 5th map if it's 2-2. So looks like this is gonna be it, ladies and gents. Florida Failure wins against MR. Too bad. That was quite a beautiful match between the two. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in this match. Have a good day, and don't forget to tune in for all the other